Nice to talk to you again. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, darling. How are you doing?
Good. I enjoyed the first three episodes. So why don't you, though, for people who haven't seen it, kind of tease, what's coming?
Um, wow. This is a major moment that's about to happen. The Frasers are finally seeing Scotland again. So after so many years in the New World, here they are, finally returning home. And the Scotland that they find is a very different Scotland to the one that they left. So yeah, and I think for young Ian, he is obviously a very changed man since he was kidnapped off the coast of Scotland and taken to Jamaica. And all of the things that he's gone through are reflected in how he looks and who he is now. So there's a lot of trepidation for him kind of landing on the shores of Scotland once again. Will he find the family dynamic the same when he arrives home? And you'll have to wait to find out.
I was gonna say, without spoiling too much, can you tease a bit about, I mean, he's got maybe some romance coming up, so can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's clear to anyone that's watched the first half of season seven that there's a special someone in Ian's heart now, which is so lovely to see. I mean, Ian has gone through a pretty traumatic series of events when it's come to his life, his love life, being uprooted from his family. That I think the poor guy deserves a bit of a break. And so there is potential happiness on the horizon for Ian. But like all things Outlander, like it's nothing is ever as simple as that. And there is some danger lurking around the corner. Um, and uh, and yeah, I would if I had some advice to give Ian, I'd say watch your back.
That's fair. Let me ask you a silly question. Talk about, I don't know the dog's real name, but working with Rollo, because obviously that's can be difficult working with an animal, but he seems sweet anyway. So what's it been like working with?
Oh, I mean, who doesn't love dogs, right? The Dewey, who plays Rolo, has been a wonderful companion for me throughout the season. We met when he was just a little pup, and so I've been a kind of constant in his life throughout. He's a big part of this upcoming season. Young Ian kind of is synonymous with Rolo, and so it's been lovely to get to work with an animal. Of course, it's not just dogs we work with. We work with chickens, goats, cats, you name it. We've worked with it. And some of the most challenging scenes have definitely been trying to control a dog while on horseback. One or the other, I can pretty much manage, but both at the same time, that's that's a difficult challenge.
Well, you talk about horseback. Was that something you like learned through the course of working on the show, or were you familiar with that kind of thing before you got there?
I was years ago, I did a show called Hatfields and McCoys, and I had to learn how to ride for that. And I actually fell in love with horse riding since then. So I'm kind of known as one of the best horse riders on set. I'm also kind of known as the naughtiest. Like if they always have to put someone next to me because I will at any opportunity just like get the horse and be like, right, we're going for a canter. Me and Richard Rankin, I will say, we're both bad influences on each other.
Right. What has Ian taught you about yourself?
Oh gosh. What has Ian taught me about myself? It's kind of hard to sum that up because like it's 9 years of work. Like the relationships that I've built through the show and who I am now, from where I started, have developed alongside the character of Ian. He's kind of another half of my heart. Um, I don't know if Ian's really taught me anything about himself, but the show has taught me that the joy of being a part of something with such an amazing legacy. Yeah.
That's fair. All of the sets and locations are so beautiful. Do you have a favorite?
Oh gosh. Do I have a favorite? Um, for like sentimental reasons, Lallybroch will always be one of my favorites. Like that's home. It feels like home, a home away from home, and it's just so beautiful. I also loved the Ganyangehaga, the Mohawk village that they made back on season 4. The details that were in that set really felt like you had travel back in time. And that is a huge privilege because we have some of the most talented set designers and art teams in the UK working on Outlander, and it's palpable on screen, and it makes your job so much easier.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Looking forward to seeing more of the season.